Hello beautiful people, it's your girl Aoko and I'm back with a new recipe. Today we'll be making cinnamon rolls, and by the way this is my second time making these cinnamon rolls, and I recorded, like I did snippets of it the first time and put it up on my IG stories, and you guys loved it and asked for the recipe, so your humble servant is here to submit the recipe. So in a plastic bowl or a glass bowl, you're going to put 2 cups of warm milk, half a cup of melted butter, and half a cup of sugar. We are going to mix all the 3 ingredients together, and I'm using plastic or glassware because I am a scientist, and if you did science, you'll know that yeast sometimes reacts with aluminum or metal, and as much as most of the kitchenware we use is stainless steel, my paranoid side cannot trying to prove that science wrong. So we're going to just mix it up all together. I am using a wooden bowl because it's much easier than the little spoon I was using. After I've mixed it all up, I'm going to cover the bowl and let it rest for 10 minutes. This is just to activate the yeast. So 10 or so minutes later, the yeast was activated. And by the way, I just realized that I have a mild case of trypophobia because I was looking at it. I'm like, ugh. Yeah, I was looking at the yeast, the activated yeast in the bowl, and I was feeling some type of way. So back to the recipe, you're then going to add 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and then you're going to mix it up well. I am still using my wooden spoon because, yeah, the uscientisti jamani, nimesoma. Yeah, so after you knead it well and you mix it up, all the ingredients to be well mixed up, you're going to cover it and then leave it for 1 hour for the dough to rise. Yeah, and I'm using this paper that I realize I have. Yeah, so as the dough is rising, we are going to make our spread. So this is approximately 3/4 cups of butter and 3/4 cups of sugar. You can increase or decrease depending on the size of your dough and your sweet toothness. Also, I have added cardamom instead of cinnamon because the first time I tried this recipe, I used cinnamon and I'm not a big fan of cinnamon. I don't know what happened with me with cinnamon. I just don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. So I instead opted for cardamom. So yeah, but you can still use cinnamon if you have no problem using cinnamon. So 1 hour was up and my dough had risen. So I'm going to transfer the dough to my counter because the container was a little bit tiny, and then I'm going to knead it. And you need to have like a medium type of consistency on the dough. It should not be so soft or sticky, and also it should not be so hard. This I found helps with the consistency of the roll once it's done. If it's too hard, if the dough is too hard, the cinnamon roll stroke cardamom roll is going to be a little bit hard. Yeah, so I'm going to section it because my countertop is also tiny. And then after I've sectioned it, I'm going to roll it out and then spread my butter stroke sugar stroke cardamom mix, roll it up and then cut it. And then I'm going to arrange it in baking tray. Yeah, the tray, by the way, is lined. I didn't have baking sheets, so I just lined it my kienyeji style. So once you are done with the last batch, you are going to cover the baking tray with a cloth, and then you let it sit for approximately 10 minutes or so, and the rolls will rise some more before you bake them in the oven. This is what I meant by letting it rest for a while before putting them in the oven. It will like double in size. Then you're going to bake it for 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Also, they burn easily, so you should keep your eye on it. And yeah, so once that is running, like it's still in the oven, I decided to make the dripping, the topping, and I just used whatever I had in the house. I had icing sugar and milk. So here I just eyeballed. I'm not even going to give you the measurements. I eyeballed. I just mix icing sugar and milk. The consistency should not be so thick, neither should it be so runny. It should be sort of medium. Mine was a little bit runny. So yeah, once the cinnamon rolls are done, you're just going to drip the topping on top while the cinnamon rolls are still hot. And actually that's it for the video, for the recipe. This is a good alternative to bread. If you are like me and you don't like bread, you could try this, and then you let me know in the comments how you find it. It's quite easy, and the ingredients are not so complicated. And yeah, thank you so much kama umefika hadi hapa, and see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Till next time, bye. Mwah.